Entrepreneurship, the 3 rules to creating genuine wealth. Live simply, create assets, practice deferred gratification. If you adopt these 3 principles in your mindset as an entrepreneur, you will find the path to success is much quicker and much less stressful than running around like a headless chicken trying to get this to work or that to work in your business. Live simply. Why should you live simply? There is a profit in your labor, and you need to own that profit, because if you don't, someone else will, whether it's your employer, whether it's the credit card company. By living simply, we get to keep the profit in our labor. So if we then reinvest that profit into our business, you will get your profit from your labor compounding in your favor. The more of the profit from your labor that you invest back into your business, the quicker your wealth will grow. So there is a profit in labor. Inherently, in all labor, there's a profit. You take control of your labor and the profit from your labor to develop wealth. And this enables you to reach wealth stage 1, which is freedom from consumerism. The profit from our labor is usually taken off by our employer. That's how they make profit in their business. Or it is spent on credit cards and toys and trinkets and fancy things. The profit from our labor goes to other places. But if we can adopt this principle of living simply, we will get freedom from consumerism that is all around us and demanding our attention all the time. So living simply is basically living as simple as you can, not releasing the profit from your labor to other people, but keeping it to yourself. Creating assets. Why should we create assets? Assets generate residual income that is not tied to an exchange of time for money. Most people sell their time to get money. If you're working 40 hours a week for a company, you're selling your time to get money. Assets earn income separate from the investment of that time. Residual income releases your time back to you so you can create more assets and generate more residual income. Assets work for you 24 hours a day. And this leads us into wealth stage 2, the wealth of owning your own time. I do not sell my time to anybody. All my income comes from assets I've created that I sell online. I own my own time. See, wealth isn't a dollar amount. Wealth is owning your own time. So then to figure out how much wealth do I need in terms of money to live the life I want to live becomes a question of scale for the particular lifestyle that I'm interested in. If you can earn $2,000 a month and live simply and be happy and own your own time, you're wealthy. But you could be earning $50,000 a month working for somebody, feeling miserable every day, being bossed around, pushed around, not being free to do things that you want to do when you feel like you want to do them, or doing things you have to do. Sometimes we might have family needs taken care of. Employers, they're not that friendly about that, because when you signed a contract, what you did was you said, I'm going to give you my time. But when you create assets, you take that back, because those assets generate the income. So we invest time in creating the assets. We might have time to nurture them and to look after them. We'll talk more about that in future videos. But the time cost to the profit released to you is much smaller, and now you can create an asset that will bring you money on a continual basis over many years. When we get to wealth stage 2, in our mind and in our experience, when we actually have assets that generate income continuously, we are well down the road in terms of success as an entrepreneur. So let's have a look at practicing deferred gratification. Why should we practice deferred gratification? Deferred gratification is about creating a dream for your life. A strong dream for your life will provide the motivation for you to keep creating and growing assets. Deferred gratification is a principle that enables you to buy your dream life in the future from the profit of your assets. Your assets will continue to buy you more and more freedoms and an even better lifestyle if you give them time to work for you, if you nurture them. So deferred gratification is essentially saying to yourself, I'm not going to take the profits of my labor right now and try to buy something I don't have the income for, what I will do is I will invest in my business. I will build my business so that I can have this dream. But you have to have a clear dream of what your life looks like, because it's not going to motivate you unless there's a very specific dream. You see, you have to have a dream so you can create a goal, so you can create a plan that then you can apply structure to and then apply a schedule to. And we'll cover this in another video. But you need that dream. You need to remind yourself of why you're practicing deferred gratification, why you're an entrepreneur, why you have a business, the life that you're trying to shape for yourself, where you're going, what the destination is. And you have to be clear about that. And this creates wealth stage 3, the wealth of freedom to live your dreams. If your assets are generating enough income that you can live the life you want to live, you now have freedom. So you have those 3 steps of wealth, and you have to adopt them all mentally before they can become an actual reality, a physical reality in your life. So this is why adopting the mindset of an entrepreneur, adopting these 3 principles, is foundational to your success, because it has to happen in the mind first. You have to commit to these principles. You have to decide this is how you're going to live your entrepreneurial life. And once you've done that, the dream will manifest itself, because you're following clear, objective principles. And if you look at any entrepreneur and you listen to any entrepreneur, you'll find they pretty much practice these 3 principles. They might not always express it, and you might find them a little bit weak in one area, but typically you're going to see them saying this, because these are the foundational principles of entrepreneurship. So I would encourage you to really think and meditate on these principles. Write them down. Go through them one at a time. On this channel, we're going to be sharing much more on this, and we're going to be stretching these out a lot more and examining them in great detail. But I just want to encourage you right now, engage in these principles. Think about it, test them, have a look, see what people say. Are these true? But one thing I can say, they've worked for me and my family. These 3 principles, if followed, provide an overall plan, strategy for your life. And if you're willing to keep learning and you're willing to apply them diligently, you will find success as an entrepreneur. We're going to have lots more free YouTube content coming your way. We've also got free training on our website, and that is an online marketing training course. I'll put the link to that below in the description. We also have a premium training course, over 58 hours of advanced condensed premium training on entrepreneurial mindset, marketing, sales, business building. That also comes with a private community where you can come and have a chat with me and ask me questions if you need help with anything. So subscribe to the channel if you like this content and you like more of it, and hopefully I can catch you in the next one.